Hello and welcome. I'm Russ, and this is the People's Stimulus Check and Stimulus Package Update as of August 9th, 2020. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to all my viewers for viewing my content. Without you, this content would just be floating on YouTube, getting no views at all, being useless. So thank you all. And also, if you guys like my content, please hit that thumbs up button and give me a good like so I can get this content out to other viewers that might enjoy it as well. And for those of you viewers that aren't subscribed to my channel and would like to be, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on so you may get more of my enlightening information for you all. Until then, well, let's put it this way. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'm going to start my broadcast with you guys right now, let you guys know what is going on with our wonderful President Donald Trump. He has currently signed 4 executive orders into office. 4 executive orders into whatever he's trying to sign them into. His 4 executive orders are the extension of unemployment benefits for $400 a week, which I will get into later on to this broadcast. He has also signed in a payroll tax deferral, which I will also reference later on in this broadcast. He also wants to waive your student loan payments until December 31st. I don't know much about that, but even if you waive your student loan payments until December 31st, wouldn't you still be getting interest on them, which means from now until December 31st, your interest would still skyrocket, which means your basic student loan would actually start going up more and more. And then the 4th and final executive order is assistance for renters. Okay, I have no problem with assistance for renters because we do not need homeless people on the street that had a home last month because the renter and the eviction and foreclosure moratorium expired last month. But more on this broadcast. The Democrats are saying that Trump doesn't have the presidential authority to sign any of these executive orders into law, and that they will challenge him in a court of law. Why Trump is doing a $400 a week is to follow the Republicans' theme. Basically, he wants their theme. Republicans want from $200 to $500, so he's trying to follow their theme of doing $400 instead of $500. So we don't know a whole bunch much about that one. But he does not want to follow. He does not want to follow the Democrats at all, which was $600 a week. And he believes paying people $600 a week would be a disincentive for them to go back to work. Well, if you would actually look out the windows of the White House or wherever he's staying, and the rest of Republicans do the exact same thing, they would see that there is more than 50 million Americans unemployed because of this pandemic that's going on in the United States. The federal government will, he says the federal government will cover $300 of the unemployment, and each state will cover the remaining $100. Which means he's basically wanting each state to foot billions of dollars to pay for unemployment benefits that he signed into law by using an executive order. There's one problem with it. With the current crisis that's been going on in the United States, not every state is going to be able to afford to do anything remotely close to that one. So as far as that executive order goes, I don't know how well that's going to happen. I don't know whether people are still going to get the $300 a week or the $400 a week, depending on what the state can do it or not. And he also says that he wants to make this happen as soon as possible. Trump said that the extension would be quickly distributed. The Democrats say in order for the funding for these orders, it would need to be approved by the Congress. All of the Congress, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. And that they do not have the current funds for that. Trump's rebuttal to that was, well, we can just use the remaining money from the CARES Act to actually make this happen. Well, a legal committee says The executive branch does have the authority to execute certain executive orders, but that these executive orders would face legal opposition. The committee is also saying by federal law, the administration is required to spend these funds on what Congress approved them for, whether the president has executive orders or not. Basically saying that all the money that has been allocated in the CARES Act has to be spent on what the CARES Act says it needs to be spent on, and the president does not have the authority to take any money from that legislation to put towards his executive orders. What Trump is doing is going to make the Democrats look really bad. If they legally oppose him, this is a political move being made by Trump. Basically, Trump's trying to make a political move against the Democrats to make them look bad. Democratic Senator Ron Windham says this scheme is classic Donald Trump conning the people out of money that they desperately need, as he's trying to play a leadership role. But Republican Senator Chuck Grassley said that he applauds Donald Trump for his actions. Well, of course, what Republican wouldn't applaud another Republican to try to promote big business over the people? Let me see. This is the difference here, right? Democrats are for the people. Republicans are for the rich and the big businesses. Hence the fact that I'm not sure if it's been denied by the Senate or the Congress or whatever, but how Donald Trump wanted to put the new FBI headquarters on a plot of land by his hotel to crush out the competition. And I don't know about you, but competition is what makes America a great country, because we compete against others and we compete against ourselves to be better than what we currently are. And Donald Trump and the Republicans don't want that. They want to crush out every bit of competition there is until they get what they want. Nancy Pelosi was also asked if the Democrats would continue negotiating the next stimulus package. And she said yes, they would, because it needs to be done. That people need help, and they need help fast. So the Democrats will not give up on us, whereas the Republicans will. Okay, the last part was me adding it. She did not actually say that Democrats will not give up, whereas Republicans will. I put that in. That was just me, all me. And on the payroll tax deferral, or basically what it is they're going to take out 7.5% of your paycheck, which is your Social Security and Medicare taxes, to add it back into your wages to give you a bigger paycheck. And the only problem with this is it's a deferral. It's not like a tax credit or anything like that. It's a deferral until, I believe, the end of the year. But the only problem with that is at the end of the year, you're still going to have to pay that deferral back in. Unless, and I reiterate, unless we listen to what Donald Trump says and we're stupid enough to put that fool back in office. In fact, these executive orders are a shadow of what should have been negotiated in the stimulus package. I mean, this stimulus package should have been done on the 7th or before the 7th to make sure that people got the money, people weren't getting evicted, people weren't starving and struggling. Well, our high-paid government officials are living all nice and posh in their houses, eating caviar, and not really caring about us. And on the unemployment topic, just because Trump says he's going to sign an executive order to make this happen doesn't mean it's going to make it happen, because it's really up to the state whether that's going to happen or not. But I do got a video clip of Donald Trump talking for you, so if you'd please enjoy, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
If I'm victorious on November 3rd, I plan to forgive these taxes and make permanent cuts to the payroll tax. I'm going to make them all permanent. Now, Joe Biden and the Democrats may not want that. They don't want that because they're adding $3 trillion in taxes. So they'll have the option of raising everybody's taxes and taking this away. But if I win, I may extend and terminate. In other words, I'll extend it beyond the end of the year and terminate the tax. And so we'll see what happens. Biden probably won't be doing that. You'll have to ask him. I don't think he knows what he's doing.
And Donald Trump is saying that he wants the Social Security Trust Fund to have even less money in it than it already does. That's right. The Social Security Administration, the one that is supposed to be self-sustaining, that already has a small enough budget as is, Donald Trump wants to make it a smaller budget and screw the people in the future that are going to be retiring, that is going to be living off this money, to not get any of it. Trump said earlier this year that he wasn't going to cut the Social Security benefits like all the other Republicans, but this payroll tax deferral will do just that. In other words, we're not going to, if we get a payroll tax deferral, even if it starts in September, for those many months, all Americans that are out there still working, the essential workers and the ones that aren't essential workers that are still working, is going to hurt the Social Security benefits so bad that when we retire, we won't have anything to retire on. We'll basically have to work till the day we die, which is not a good thing. But this is the People's Stimulus Check and Stimulus Package Update as of August 9th, 2020. I am Russ, and I hope every one of my viewers have a magnificent Sunday, and I will inform you of any new changes or updates that happen tomorrow when I rebroadcast. Until then, you guys have a great weekend. Bye.